everyone. I wanted to give you some updates on what's going on in my world. So first off, I'll point to my t-shirt here and this beautiful mug. I have new merchandise coming out. I'm really excited about it. These were created by a company called Bonfire, and shout out to Jill at Sober Powered because she introduced me to them. So stay tuned. You'll see dates for the upcoming launch for that. So I will let you know. I wanted to give updates on the Sober Edge Book Club, where all the sober ladies hang out. Right now, we are reading Laura McCowan's book, Push Off From Here. And so we'll be having our meeting next week to talk about that. And we've had some really exciting things happen because we've had authors come and join our group. We've had Peggy Cooney, who wrote This Side of Alcohol. We've had Tawny Laura came to talk about dry humping. And then very recently, we had Amanda Kuda come and tell us all about her book, Unbottled Potential. So that's been really exciting, really fun stuff. And I mean, I can't wait to see who comes next. This has been just great. Let's see. I have been very busy with my Invitation to Change Level 1 training. That is put on by CMC Foundation for Change. And CMC is a nonprofit that's dedicated to bringing evidence-based tools for those who are in a helping role, who are trying to help somebody who's struggling with substance abuse. So it's a lot of families and loved ones who are watching their loved one struggle with substances, and these Invitation to Change groups, they provide not just support. That is obviously a part of it, because you're literally in a room, whether you're in person or virtual, but you're in a room with people who understand what you're going through because they're going through something similar. But the primary goal of these groups is really to teach you skills. And these are skills to help the loved one cope with the stress of what's going on. And also, when they learn these skills, it actually winds up helping their loved one who's struggling. So some of the skills, for example, that you would learn in an Invitation to Change group, you'll learn about self-compassion, willingness, self-awareness, behaviors make sense, one size doesn't fit all, because, hey, one size doesn't fit all when it comes to treatment or recovery, or even, how people are using substances. Ambivalence is normal. That's a really important concept, because it feels sometimes when we have a loved one who's using substances and we, ask them not to, and they continue to use it, it feels very personal, and it can feel very hurtful. But in reality, it's really, there's the ambivalence is very normal, because your loved one is definitely, if they're experiencing negative consequences, I'm sure, but they're getting something out of the substance, which is why they continue to use it, even with those negative consequences. The negatives don't necessarily cancel out the positives. So just, that's a great concept that they include, for example. And then communication tools. For example, we learn about motivational interviewing, which is a really great way to talk about, how to ask like open-ended questions, for example. And it really helps to open up the lines of communication, and it helps so that you can ask questions or communicate with your loved one in a way that won't create defensiveness and conflict with your loved one. This way they feel more supported and they don't feel as judged necessarily. So overall, just really amazing tools that I just, and the whole premise is science and kindness. And I just absolutely love that approach. It's really the opposite of the kind of old school, outdated, tough love approach, which has, really caused a lot of devastation, separation in families, and unfortunately, loss of life as well. So this organization is very, very special. and I'm very excited to be going through their facilitator training. And in the next few months, I will be leading trainings of my own. So that's another thing to stay tuned for those upcoming dates. What else? Oh, neuroscience. Okay, so you may have seen recently I was talking about Stephanie Fay. She is a neuroscience specialist, educator, author, podcaster, researcher, all the things. So she has been doing this seminar series. There's a total of 9 workshops in the series, and it's a very flexible series because you can do all 9, or you can just choose to do 1 if you want. So I really like that that she left it very flexible like that. She's already done 2, so there are 7 left. The next one will be on December 5th. And that is all about attachment and affiliative hormones, how our drive to connect can impair or enhance our lives. And the ones that she already did, she went over neuroplasticity in October and emotional regulation just a few weeks ago for her November workshop. What else do I want to mention? If you need support, or if you want to learn about health and wellness, or get some alcohol education, please check out my website. I have a lot of great articles on my blog page. I have free newsletters that go out. I average about 2 a month, so I won't, overcrowd your inbox. They're a mix of educational topics, and also I share a lot of struggles and wins that I've had over the years throughout my journey. And you can also book a call with me right on my calendar. I have these 20-minute discovery calls. They're totally free. And, if you have questions about, what I do as a gray area drinking coach, we can talk about it. Or if you're maybe just looking for some resources when it comes to, getting support for struggling with alcohol, or maybe you just want a listening ear, I'm up for that as well. Or maybe you want to know a little bit more about invitation to change now that I've been going through the training. So I will go ahead and link everything I discussed tonight. And, Thanksgiving is coming up, so I want to wish everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.